basically how to prep a car, how to prep a car for the polishing stage. But there's essentially 3 different stages. Who doesn't love coffee, man? Oh, this is great. So basically just snow foam the whole car to start with. Or the defects are gonna be removed anyway. This step on this car should be relatively quick. It's starting to bleed now. And you can hear that, you heard that part there? Cool, great, man. What's going on, guys? It's your boy 5 and we're back with another video. So today, I don't want to do this video, but here we are. Anyway, we've got this 330E in for a paint enhancement and coating. So basically what I'm going to be showing you today is how to prep a car, how to prep a car for the polishing stage. So there's essentially 3 different stages. This video is not going to be that long, but there's essentially 3 different stages, which I call basically the wash stage, the chemical decon stage, and then the full decon stage, which I will explain shortly. But yeah, let's just get straight into it. So if you follow me on Instagram, you know that I now offer detailing, valeting and marketing training to basically get you and help you build a 6-figure detailing business. So if that's something you're interested in, head over to my Instagram. The link will be below and my Instagram name will be at the bottom. Head over and drop me a message and we see if we can get something working. I need to fill this up. As usual, thank you to Ashfield Valeting Supplies for sponsoring my videos and the content that I put out. So for the sake of this video, I've already done the wheels because I don't think I need to show you guys how to clean wheels. But if you do want to know how to clean wheels, there's actually another video on my page explaining how to do that. So we're just going to go straight in with the wash stage. So basically just snow foam the whole car to start with. Let me mix this a bit. There we go. So you know we've got to have the essentials. Oh, who doesn't love coffee, man? Oh, this is great. Right, so as I said, I've done the wheels because I don't need to show you how to do that. So this is the wash stage. You don't need to pre-wash because you're going to be polishing the car anyway. So literally get your snow foam the car, and then contact wash it. Because as I said, because you're polishing it, it doesn't matter whether you cause a few extra swirls from washing it, because one, you're going to cause marring from the decon stage anyway when you use the clay bar, which you're going to have to polish out. But all the little fine extra swirls that you're going to cause from this one little wash are going to come out when you polish it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I still tend to do it in the same fashion, so top half glass, and then I'll rinse the mitt and then do it side by side. So do this side, for example, and then the bonnet and bumper, and rinse them it again. And yeah, you don't need to worry about having 2 buckets either, because once again, you're polishing the car, so all the defects are gonna be removed anyway. So that's the contact wash done. Let's just rinse it off. Once you've done the contact wash and rinsed it, you're going to want to get your iron out, because obviously when you're braking, so when you're driving the car and you're braking, little fragments of that brake dust are flying along the side of the car, and they don't always come off when you wash the car. So this is part of basically stage 2 of the decon stage, which is the chemical decon, because it's in the name, using chemicals. So literally just spray that all over the car. Be generous as well, don't be tight. Use like a healthy amount. The more you use within reason, the better the results are going to be. Obviously some cars are worse than others. I don't know how bad this car is, if it's even bad at all. We're about to find out though. This is blowing in my face, man. Bare wind, blood. So yeah, obviously be generous, don't be tight with it. Because at the end of the day, if you're tight with it, you're only messing up your job, making your job harder when it comes to polishing. And as you know, obviously don't let it sit for too long because it'll start to dry. You gotta be especially careful in the sun because it dries super quick. Roof as well, because when you're polishing, you need to be polishing and coating the roof as well, obviously. I don't know if that's self-explanatory or not. Well, you can. I don't know if you can see it on camera. This car's not bleeding that much. A couple spots there. It is getting more and more. You can see it at the bottom there. So I'm going to leave it for another couple of minutes. But it's not like, this car isn't too bad. It's not heavily contaminated at all. You can see it around here. To be fair, I think it might be actually, yeah, it's starting to bleed now. It's a bit like you can, yeah, I think you can see it now. I can anyway, don't know if you guys can. But yeah, leave that for a couple more minutes. Let it sit. Nah. Once you've got a little bit of experience, you'll know how long you can leave it for and whether it's worth leaving it. This probably not really worth leaving it for much longer, so once I get around there I'm going to rinse it off because it's not bleeding much more than it was a minute ago. So basically, I haven't explained this, but what the iron out does, well, like I said, yeah, so the brake dust, what you use on the wheels that turns red, you spray it on the car and it breaks down the brake dust. And then when you rinse it off, obviously, it's a chemical. When it turns red, it's a chemical reaction happening, breaking down all the brake dust that's on the paint. But let me just rinse this off now anyway. Then what you're going to want to do is use your Tarex, well, tar and glue remover, because when you drive in on the roads, obviously roads are made out of tar. Tar can flick up and stick onto the side of your car. Like I said, this car isn't bad at all. So this step on this car should be relatively quick. But what I tend to do is spray it on, let it sit, not for too long, literally spray it on. You don't need to spray it on like the back of the car. I don't really tar the back of the car, I only tar the areas where the wheels go, like where the motion is, because that's where the tar is going to be. He says that and there's a piece of tar up here. But yeah, when I say let it sit, I don't mean like I did with the iron out. Literally, so I sprayed it on. As soon as I sprayed it on, I'm going to spray a bit on the cloth as well. I'm just going to go around and wipe the card off. There we go. And then you'll realise, one, how much tar is actually on the paintwork, but also with the tar remover, how easy it comes off. Like on this door there isn't any tar at all, but I'm still going to do it just in case. Do you know what's mad? You can tell my energy, so you can see my other videos when I'm talking and how much energy I've got, how I'm cracking bants, this, that, the other. Remember when I said I don't want to do this video because I'm tired? You can tell the difference. I can tell the difference, and I know you guys can tell the difference in my mannerisms and how I'm speaking and the lack of banter and the lack of me being an idiot. Why don't I use my left hand for this side? That makes more sense. Right, so that's what I call the chemical decon stage. Oh, a little bit of breath, goodness gracious me. So once we've done the chemical decon stage, we go on to the next stage, the third stage, which is basically the full decon stage, which is when we use the clay bar. So today's not that bad of a day, and this car's not that bad. Like I said, you always just play it by ear. So I know that I can snow foam the whole car as a lubricant. So the reason why you want to snow foam the car is to use as a lubricant between the clay mitt and the paintwork. You can use quick detailer. I've seen some people even do it on the ironite stage, but I prefer to do it on this stage. So like I said, the car's not that bad. So I know from experience that I've got enough time to snow foam the whole car and clay bar the whole car before the snow foam dries. I can use make it a bit weaker than that. It doesn't need to be as strong as it normally is. There we go, so you can see how much weaker the snow foam is. It's a lot more watery because I've dialed it down a little bit. And once again you can gauge this based off from experience. This car isn't that bad, like I've mentioned many times, so I'm going to use a mitt instead of a bar. So bars are more abrasive and get a lot more dirt off, or a lot more contaminants off, whereas a mitt isn't going to do the same job. But because this car's not that bad, so you can barely hear anything, so listen. It's not bad at all. So you can get away with definitely using a mitt on this car. But if the car's worse or quite very bad, you're going to want to use a bar because it is a lot more abrasive. The job will be the same, but the bar will get it done a lot quicker. But then on a car like this, especially because I'm just doing an enhancement, you don't want to use a bar and cause loads of abrasions on the paintwork and loads of marring, because then you've got more work to do when it comes to polishing it off. And you can hear that, you heard that part there, so just go over that a little bit more, because it means there's obviously a bigger contaminant there. But for the most part, this car's pretty silent. I'm not going to bother recording the whole car because I'm about to do that around the whole car, so there's no point in recording the whole car. So we are at the last stage of the decon, which is basically snow foaming the whole car. So any not contaminants, any product that's left on the car gets rinsed off basically, because you don't want to be drying the car and polishing the car with product on for like fallout, tar. Yeah, you don't want to be polishing the car when it's got all that on it. So this is just to strip all of that basically and have the paintwork as fresh as possible. So what I'll do is now, obviously I'm going to rinse that off, dry the car. You don't need to just rinse it or anything like that. Literally just get your drying towel, dry the car, and then I'll polish, and I'll show you guys once it's finished as well. So the polish and coating is done. And you can see the clarity in that paintwork again. And you can see how glossy it is. Obviously I've still got to do the inside and obviously just tires and all that, but yeah. Coating, polish, done. Cool, great man. Really happy with this one.